Hey, it's Dorleen, and today I'm working in my junk journal again, and I'm sticking with my Messy May series. So hopefully you watched my last one, and basically I heard somewhere that it was Messy May, and I thought, you know what, I haven't worked in my junk journal in a while, so that's what I'm going to do. So these two pages that I'm working on, or this one continuous spread, was already in my junk journal. If you watch my channel, you do know that I consider these unfinished pages because they're basically like mop-ups, or maybe I started spreading some medium on it, but I just never really finished it. So I decided to go through my journal and really try to finish those pages. So in the beginning, you notice that there was a lot of green, teal, black. So I added some pink because pink's my favorite color, and why not? And once I did that with two different shades of pink, I decided to do some of that scraping the black paint because that's what it looked like on the right side. So I thought I'd add a little bit of that on the left side. And then I just grabbed a white paint pen and decided to put some dots in those black areas. And you're going to notice that this page changes a lot as I go through. So this little cardboard thingy, I don't even know where it came from. It was probably part of a packaging or something, but it had really neat, it was rolled up corrugated cardboard, and I thought it was really cool and perfect for this type of thing. So I keep all those things, and I'm sure you do too. If you do any kind of mixed media or like gel prints or anything like that, I'm sure you're keeping all kinds of random stuff. So once I was done adding some color to those two pages, I still had some leftover medium. So instead of just wiping it up or throwing it out, I usually try to scrape it up and use it on other parts of my junk journal, and that's how I get some of these unfinished pages. So once I look at all this, I decide, okay, I need to dry it, and then I just kind of go in and add some more color. I decide to add some green, and these are the Ranger crayons. I really like the way they look when it's wet. It seems to move a little bit better too, almost like a paint, but just obviously a little bit thicker. So that's what I did there with my finger and also some water. And then once I did all that, I decided I was going to cover it all. So that's why I took out my white gesso, and I'm just using an old, like those fake credit cards that you get in the mail. And I just scraped the white gesso over the entire thing. Now, the thing that's fun is, and you can notice, is it doesn't cover up everything. It just kind of tones everything down. And that's a really great tip if you've just got way too much going on a page, or you just decide you hate something and you don't want to toss it. So putting white or even black over that really makes it a completely different canvas. I'm using a regular pencil, and I just drew these random, like kind of twig with these random looking leaves over it. I'm not emulating any kind of plant that I've seen. I just am just loosely drawing, like I said, a twig and some leaves. The black is from a gelato, and that's a water brush. So it really kind of becomes a watercolor, and I'm just filling in those leaves that I drew with very little paint because I'm trying not to make it too messy. I'm really trying to stay within the lines. Some of them are very light, so you'll see me go over those. But basically, I just fill in all those leaves that I drew. Now, because I worked from the top left going down to the bottom right, it was nice that the colors or the paint kind of dried as I was finishing. I did decide to add a little bit more water and then do some just splatters all over. So if you like what I've done so far, just go ahead and give me a thumbs up, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button. I do film 2 videos a week. One will always be scrapbooking related, and one will be whatever else I'm doing in the command center, which is the name of my blog, and also my craft room. And that includes junk journaling, making cards, gel print, just kind of everything and anything. I used another white, paint pen to add polka dots inside those leaves. And then I just used a regular pencil again and just kind of drew around very loosely those leaves. And once I did that, I thought, now it needs a little bit more color. So I added some yellow. That's always kind of my thing. If it needs something, it's usually yellow because I love yellow in junk journaling or any kind of art. It's my second favorite color. Very bright, very sunny. So I use another gelato and some water, and I just rub that over in those 3 little areas across the page. So here's a close-up. I really like that you can see the original colors underneath because it's still bright. It's still real pretty, but it's definitely toned down. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up and make sure you hit that subscribe button down below. I am trying to do this Messy May series. This is the second one this month, and we still have a couple more weeks, so I'll hopefully do a couple more. My quotes usually come from Pinterest. I have a board there that I just randomly see quotes and I'll save them. So I really like that, very simple. And so I just used a marker to write that in. Used again, the side of that fake credit card and just some black ink, and on the edge, just really randomly, what do you call that, dropped some colors on that top right and also on those other 2 yellow areas to finish it off. So I really like the way this looked. I hope you agree. And again, if you do, please make sure you hit that thumbs up. Look at my messy fingers. Hit that subscribe button, and I will see you next week. Bye. Enjoy.